How's the rehearsal going for Yankee Stadium?
Let's go next.
I heard you did 2 times a day for 5 weeks with our Boots Picnic. Is that the same schedule for Yankee?
Indeed. Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
Jay, we gotta ask you, are you gonna keep the hair like this or are you gonna get braids or a Caesar for Yankee Stadium?
Up here, Jay.
Have you decided?
Nope, I haven't.
Jay?
You coming. That's enough. That's enough. I don't want to disrespect you by not answering you, but you know what I mean? Let the magic happen.
We appreciate you, Jay. Thank you.
I know that's right, Jay. A lot of people confuse respect with obedience. They think being respectful means saying yes, keeping everyone comfortable, explaining yourself, defending every decision, giving people access to your plans, your time, and your peace. But that's not respect, that's compliance. And somewhere along the way, many adults learn to become experts at keeping everyone else happy while slowly abandoning themselves. The result? Resentment, exhaustion, and a life that feels like it belongs to everyone except the person living it. Today, we're talking about one of the most powerful skills a person can develop: respect without compliance. A skill that it seems Jay-Z and B have mastered. We don't become people pleasers because we're weak. People become pleasers because they want to be liked, accepted, avoid conflict, avoid disappointing others. So they begin making small compromises, a favor they didn't want to do, an invitation they didn't want to attend, a responsibility that wasn't theirs to carry. One compromise doesn't seem like much, but years of compromises create a life you never chose. And the dangerous part? People start expecting it. The more available you become, the more people believe they're entitled to your availability. The more accommodating you become, the more people expect accommodation. And suddenly, the moment you finally establish a boundary, you look like the problem. Not because you've changed, but because they benefited from the version of you that never said no. They love it when you're a sucker. The reporter in the clip with Jay-Z just kept pushing and prying into his business, questions about upcoming performances, projects, his hair. Many people in that situation would have spilled every detail, explained everything, or possibly would have snapped on the reporter. Instead, Jay-Z calmly said, "Let the magic happen." Think about that. He wasn't rude. He wasn't defensive. He wasn't arrogant. He simply refused to give away what he wasn't ready to reveal. That's respect without compliance. He respected the person asking the question, but he did not surrender his boundary. That's a lesson many adults still haven't learned. At the end of the day, you don't owe anybody shit, except respect. In most cases, the respect is for yourself, for your own peace of mind and code of conduct. You can be kind without being accessible. You can be respectful without agreeing. You can acknowledge people without giving them control. One of the hardest truths you'll ever learn is this: not everyone will celebrate your boundaries. Some people only enjoyed the relationship because you had no boundaries. The moment you start saying, "No, not today. That doesn't work for me. I've decided differently," watch what happens. The same people who praised your kindness may suddenly call you selfish. The same people who loved your availability may become frustrated by your absence. Why? Because boundaries expose expectations. And expectations reveal who is benefiting most from your lack of them. A healthy person may not always like your boundary, but they will respect it. An unhealthy person sees every boundary as a personal attack. Don't confuse their disappointment with your wrongdoing. Those are two different things. People who constantly explain themselves are often seeking permission. Permission to make their own decisions. Permission to pursue their own goals. Permission to live their own lives. Confident people operate differently. They don't feel obligated to hold a press conference every time they make a choice. They understand something simple. You don't need unanimous approval to move forward. You don't need everyone to understand. You don't need everyone to agree. Maturity is realizing that misunderstanding is part of life. Some people will misread your intentions. Some people will create stories about you. Some people will criticize decisions they know nothing about. Let them. Your responsibility is not managing every opinion. Your responsibility is managing yourself. Respect without compliance sounds like, I appreciate your advice. I've decided differently. Thank you for thinking of me, but I can't commit to that. I understand your perspective. And then continuing with your decision. Or as Jay said, let the magic happen. No argument. No hostility, no guilt, no apology for existing, just clarity. The strongest people rarely raise their voice. They simply stand their ground, calmly, consistently, without needing everyone else's approval. Remember this. Respect is how you treat people. Compliance is surrendering yourself. Those are not the same thing. You can honor others without abandoning your own needs. You can be kind without being controlled. You can listen without agreeing. And you can respect someone completely without complying with what they want from you. Because a centered man understands not every boundary needs an explanation. Sometimes you simply let the magic happen. Repeat after me. I am a centered man. I do not chase. I choose. If you made it this far, you're either a centered man or a centered man lover. Either way, we're friends now. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Thank you.